We got a brand new update, and while we didn't get the insane new mythic ability, we did get some new guns, new prefabs, new devices, a crazy update to Lego Creative, and some insane new tools in UEFN. All right, first let's talk about this Metallica Fortnite crossover. I'm actually really curious about this one, like the decision behind putting this in Fortnite. Like, do you guys listen to Metallica? I grew up with Metallica. I definitely listen to them, but I feel like they're probably not as popular with the younger generations. I don't know. You guys tell me. But you can see there's a brand new festival pass that has all of the band there in it. I mean, it's kind of weird to see these guys. The skins look amazing. Now, I'm personally, I don't play the festival game mode, and what's interesting to me is that Epic is not even promoting this on their like home bar. I mean, they're promoting rocket racing, but they're not promoting the festival, which you can see has way more players than some of their other modes. A much more popular game mode than say rocket racing, which there's some rocket racing updates as well. I mean, you can see in the item shop there's the actual Metallica bundle. If you get it, be sure to use code mustardplays, and while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. But I digress. You see all the different skins. I swear there was a car. Yes, here it is. This is the Metallica car here, and if you buy it in Fortnite, you will also buy it in Rocket League. That's actually really cool. I didn't even realize they could do a crossover like that. That's really cool. But let's go check out this new festival battle stage, which was, I think, specifically made just for this update. And while that's loading, there's also going to be a Metallica concert called Fuel Fire Fury, and it looks like it's going to be on Saturday and Sunday. I think it's a UEFN experience. It would be really interesting to go and see how they do that, like their first like concert in UEFN. Could be really cool. Okay, so it's basically just like the normal game mode, it looks like. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is cool. I'm playing against 16 other players, I guess. I hope it's not a song that is copywritten. It is. I'll turn down the music. Yeah, it's Lady Gaga, so I'm just gonna turn it down so you don't really hear it. But I'm just gonna play through this and just see how it goes. I'm really bad at this though. Okay, that was really interesting. You could like attack people and stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool. I did terrible because I didn't know what my buttons were at first, but I got it. I picked it up later. 12th place, baby. I started like 15th though. Oh no, everyone disconnected, so I was last. I'll play again later and I'll get a better score. Okay, I promise. Okay, now let's move on to Lego Fortnite, which they've actually made some really interesting updates too. So if you go to create a new world, you're gonna see some new things here. So there's a cozy mode where you can relax and enjoy your adventure with easier combat, or you can choose expert, where the difficulty increases, and this is the most important part, players won't respawn. So it gets way harder. There's additional storm wild creatures roaming the land. I'd be curious to see people that can actually like survive for a certain period of time in this mode. So that's really cool that they're adding new modes to this. But what's really cool is they've actually added some stuff to Lego Creative mode. So if you go to create a new island and choose a Lego template, and I'm not sure if this is new, guys, but now you can do it on the starter island. So I'm gonna make a Lego test and we're gonna try this out because they've actually added one thing that's really cool. Okay, let's get into this island here. Here we are following it. Okay, this is cool. This is just the straight up Fortnite islands. Before you had to have like all the Lego stuff. Really what the big update here though is not this island, but that you can actually build now using Fortnite builds in Lego Fortnite. So I think this has everything that you're used to seeing. Like, yeah, you can edit your builds and let's see what happens. I mean, it just works like Fortnite. So this should make it so you can have more interesting experiences. You know, I just realized too that you can turn on mantling in Lego mode, and I mean, it's really interesting. Doesn't really work perfect, but like the animations are funky, but it's kind of cool. I mean, like with this, it's just interesting. You can jump farther as a Lego character. But with introducing building like this, I'm wondering if the Lego game modes will become more popular, because they've totally fallen off. Like the top Lego game mode right now has probably got 50 players or something like that. So maybe this is their like hope that people will play the game mode more by adding building into it. I think the main issue though is that there's just not enough guns for the Lego mode. I mean, we got like this pulse rifle, which I guess is good. I mean, you can kind of do some damage, but we need some real guns in like this mode to start having some real fun. And maybe there's an issue with Lego and like the age ratings or something and having actual guns. I don't know, but I don't think this game mode's ever gonna do quite like Epic hopes it will do until there's more weapons and guns and traps and things like that. So interesting update. I'm glad they added it. We'll see what people do with it. All right, now let's get into the creative updates here. And first cool thing is we got the new tow hook cannon. So let's try this out here. It just shoots. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now supposedly this is supposed to stop cars more. Oh, you can see I'm attached to it. I'm sure this is probably cooler when it's driving. Let's actually get this moving. So we're gonna get this thing kind of cooking. We're gonna jump out and, well, it's not really cooking, but then we're gonna of, okay, look, yeah, we're like sliding along with it. Oh, that's really cool. And then you can like reel in and then you hop on top of the car. That would probably be better if I actually did this with someone than just like doing this on my own, but this is a pretty cool thing where you can just jump on the car and then you can take it over. So not a bad gun. We're definitely going to add it into red versus blue. Let's go do that right now. Okay, you can see I added it right here onto the wall in super red versus blue. It's actually already live. Okay, just load it in the game. We're just going to grab this. I want to see what it's like fighting with it. See if we can find an enemy out here. All right, here's the guy right here. Let's go. Whoa, 100 damage. And dude, we got it. I mean, it's not the easiest gun to use because it's only got one shot and then it has to reload, but it definitely has a unique feel to it. Oh, my team already has cars. Let's attach on. Okay, this guy's gonna drive around and we're gonna follow along him. Okay, we got on the car. Oh, dude, that's cool. And now we can like, sorry, dude, I'm just gonna shoot him right here in the face. I'm still attached and I'm like shooting this at other people. Okay, this gun's pretty fun. So you can jump into red versus blue right now if you want to go and test it against other players. Just be sure to search for super in the search bar. And if you don't like build mode, you can play it in zero build mode as well. That's how you find the map. Right, next we actually got a new device. It's the Nitro barrel. Now these don't have a ton of settings. You can just start as enabled. Now you can change the launch multiplier. Let's just see how this works. So let's see. Oh, okay, you can hit it in the game. Oh, did you see how far that went? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that they would explode like that. Okay, wait a second. Let's hit it with a car so you can hit it in your car and explodes. Okay, that's actually really cool. And then they can launch when you hit it. Okay, I love that. I'm curious, could you apply this to someone like through a trigger? There's no way to like trigger it to explode. There is when they're exploded you can trigger. Huh, that would be cool though. You get to get the wait. I'm frozen. Ah, my game crashed. Now I've seen on Twitter other people complaining that it's crashing their games as well, so be careful with the Nitro barrel. Now Epic's fixed a whole bunch of bugs. I mean, there's a ton, but one we've had forever, and it has to do with the inflatable. Now this bug has literally existed for years, where I mean the inflatable works great like normally until you try to exit it, and literally for like 2 to 3 years when you exit the inflatable you fall through the map. So we're gonna try it. This is my first time attempting to get out of the inflatable. Here we go, and oh my gosh, it actually worked. You didn't fall through. I cannot believe it's taken them 2 to 3 years to fix this bug. Oh my gosh, but it's fixed. Now we also got 2 new galleries. These are called the Rocket Racing Neon Galleries. So we have all these really cool new signs. Oh my, I mean, I love this guy right here. That's awesome. The Rocket Racing Ball. Oh, what the heck is that? This guy's eating ramen. Some really cool stuff there. Dude, I love this computer. That is so cool. And this drone. Yeah, so there's some interesting things in here. These glasses are kind of cool. So cool new galleries. Now, I don't know how useful they are, but they're definitely cool. But now for something game changing. There's a whole new test thing in UEFN called Scene Graph. They've built this whole town here to kind of show what it is. Now, when I say test, I mean test, because you cannot publish maps using Scene Graph yet, but you can get in and play with it to kind of learn the system, because it's kind of revolutionary. But basically what it does, it lets you have control over every asset down to the minutest details. So like we have this lamp here. This is a very standard Fortnite prop, but with it, you can kind of come in and add your own things. Like it adds more light on this version. On this one, they add some like bugs flying around it. And then on this one, they add an animation using verse to the lamp so that it's swaying in the wind. Now this becomes its own prop that in UAFN, I can just grab and move it around and duplicate it as much as I want. It's now its own prefab. Not only can I grab it and use it, if I change this one and then I've made like a bunch of copies, it changes all 3 of them at the same time. For example, up here, this is a prefab right here, this whole bottom part. You can see I've moved this door in the actual prefab here. So you can see when I move it up into the sky, maybe off to the left, I'm going to save this. Now down in the map, you can see the door has moved. And then over here in the city, they use that same door in multiple times. You can see it changed here and it changed right here and it changed over here. It becomes this really powerful tool where you can create very unique prefabs and galleries that then you can adjust however you want. And then imagine being able to reference all of these prefabs with code, so you could say make the whole town disappear or make it animate going down into quicksand or something. It really is going to open up abilities for your developers to do really cool things, and I can't wait to see it.